What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today we are actually doing a recap video. For the past about 3 or 4 weeks, I have been working more and more on my bunkers and badasses setup. So this video is a recap for our journey to bunkers and badasses. Now, in the last video, I did state to you guys that I have been working on stuff for bunkers and badasses, and we have been playing the game. Now, the only problem with me playing bunkers and badasses right now is that I don't host the game. So all of these set pieces, like the buildings and stuff like that were 3D printed, I don't bring over to the or my buddy's house where the group can play, because it's just a lot to travel with. So I have made up some different things, makeshift things that will take place for the buildings and stuff like that, but I'll get into that. Alright, so first off, of course, I'm prepping minis, like tons of minis. These are some of the frameworks minis that D&D released. Of course, you can use any mini you want. Bunkers and Badasses is just like D&D. Here's a pirate. I'm going to use that in future parts of the campaign. This is a druid. I was really happy with this druid. This is one of my favorite minis that I've painted and constructed. This is a piece that I really love, and this is also the person that my vault hunters are looking for at the moment. Here are some more prepping. These are goblins, and they have been fighting a lot of goblins recently and orcs, because I just dropped them into the Wonderlands, and they were just fighting goblins and orcs for a very long time until they hit their first place. Here is a Tefling, that another piece from the D&D frameworks that I really love. I base these, like, I try my best with these frameworks. I love the minis. This is the rogue. I didn't take pictures of the cleric fully done, and I don't know why, but here's a pirate, another pirate. I'm getting a bunch of pirates together for that whole part of the campaign, so better off done early than anything. Here is a dwarf king. A dwarf king that will again be in a later part of the campaign. Here are some bunkers and badass minis I rebased, and once I rebase them, they're all ready. Right now they are fully primed and ready to go. I just haven't done it yet. Here is I guess like a woods creature of some sort, and another picture of that pirate because I really like that mini. Here are some more goblins and orcs that I recently painted for them. These are some wood elves that I have to prime. Here's a witch that I worked on this week, actually, and tried to do best with my highlighting. And a wizard. I think I did pretty good with the wizard as well. But with that being said and done, let's get into some of the gameplay. So I did take pictures of the games being played recently. The first couple games that we did, I wanted them to level up their vault hunters. So what I basically did was I had them go through a bunch of woods and forests and stuff, fighting orcs, goblins, kind of get an idea, meet some travelers here and there that pointed them in a direction. That direction was towards a town called Shadow Grove, and yeah, they actually made it to Shadow Grove today. Alright, so the images here are actually some of the games that we played right before they got to Shadow Grove. So they were getting ambushed by a bunch of orcs and goblins, and like I said before in this video, I wanted them to level up their characters before they kind of got to Shadow Grove. Right there is a rubber duck. That is magnetized to Shannon, which is John's wife, her character, which she plays a psycho, and I just like it. Like, she throws the duck and tries to distract enemies with it. She also cuts down trees a lot with her buzz axe, and she takes out a bunch of enemies, and she wipes it. Yeah, like these were all dead because the tree fell on it. But it's really cool. I like that they think. Here, John persuaded a female orc to befriend and fall in love with her. Here they were actually getting goblin teeth, and I made them do like the Cash for Teeth quest, and they try to sneak, and they, right here, he summoned his death trap and basically killed them all. This is where I was prepping for them to go to Shadow Grove, and I did a tavern set and a cemetery set. And you'll see the painted stuff in the gaming pictures that you'll see really soon. And so when we went back yesterday, they had to fight the Tooth Fairy, which was basically the goblin dressed up as Tooth Fairy, and they put the teeth in there, and that turned into a mimic. So once they were fighting, I buffed up the health on the two enemies, and they were basically fighting these two. And somewhere down the line, Shannon eventually got a chance into not killing the mimic and befriending the mimic and actually having a pet mimic now. So we kind of made it where the legendary that I wanted them to drop came out of the goblin instead. So here they actually made it to Shadow Grove. Shadow Grove was made up by a set of boxes that are painted up as towns and stuff like that, by Tenfold Dungeon. They're really cool pieces. I got some 3D printed roads. That's what a lot of the stuff I did this week too. Here is the painted tavern pieces in a tavern-esque building that I put together, and they met the Lucky, who is the bartender, which they had a quest to bring a note from a person that is right there, the female right there. Her name is Lily, and they have to help this group retrieve their lost members, which these guys are called the Shadow Council, or the Shadow Council, and they need their help to find their members so that they can take out a higher power, which is Hyperius. And here they are talking. The last one was a shop, and here they are talking to the leader, which is Lord Sadler. He is the leader of Shadow Grove, and he basically told them, hey, we are having problems with Hyperius, but you need to get the members of Shadow Grove back. And here they are in search of the druid, and they got hints to go to the cemetery, because that's where she likes to hang out with her owl. And right now they ran into a Necrodwarf, and the Necrodwarf basically was hostile and brought back the dead and was attacking the players with an undead army. And they like to smack my characters, or my enemies, and they like to run away a lot. So this time I was spawning enemies and running away with the dwarf, and every round I was spawning more enemies, and they could not stop it until they killed the dwarf. So here it gave them a challenge, and it was a fun battle because like they weren't expecting this. They were fighting a lot of orcs and a lot of goblins throughout the game so far, and so this time around they had a bigger enemy. And I mean, they did like to catch her teeth, but they still had to fight a goblin there, and a mimic. But this time around it was a lot of fun for them. Like, I did kill John. This is him coming back at the Brew U station, which we makeshift said that it's a cauldron that spits you out. So yeah, we're having a good old time with this game. I really enjoy Bunkers of Badasses, and I hope you guys are, if you're not playing it, are at least interested in Bunkers and Badasses, because you can see here, you can play Bunkers of Badasses just like any tabletop game that you play. Like, if you play D&D, you can play it the same way. So yeah, remember to leave this video a huge like, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below. I want to know what you guys think about the pieces I've painted, and just your thoughts and opinions on Bunkers and Badasses, because I think that I am one of the only channels that are surrounding a lot of my tabletop just around Bunkers and Badasses. And I'm doing it just like a D&D type of game. So just tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, and tell me what other videos you would like to see. I want to bring out more painting videos for you guys. It's going to definitely be some painting videos for the Vault Hunters when I do get around to painting those, but I want them to meet them in a later part of the game. So I'm just taking my time and making sure my painting skills just up in skill. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.